Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the Generation of Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 28, soon to be 29-year-old piece of gold, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family, the host of all things AEW. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Tuco in the building. Bro, talk to the people.
Man, bro, I am ready for. Let me just take this off for a second, man. I am ready for Sunday, dude. Like, okay, you just added a whole nother match. I didn't even know I wanted to watch, but I want to see it now. And it's like, dude, there's so many people at this damn pay-per-view. There's so much going on. And unfortunately, man, we start the show off with a little bit of bad news that we won't be getting Bryan Danielson at the Forbidden Door or at Blood and Guts next week on Dynamite, which is kind of sad because you definitely really wanted to see Bryan Danielson. This is the one thing he wanted to do. This is the one thing. This is the reason why he came to AEW, so he can have these opportunities, and he can't show up for it. But that don't mean he's going anywhere. He's just going to have to rest up, get himself together, and then once he gets himself together, there will be another opportunity. I'm sure there's going to be another opportunity because whatever happens from this Sunday, it ain't just going to end there. It ain't just going to end. It's going to have to reciprocate itself somewhere down the line, and we going to get Bryan Danielson in the match that he was supposed to face. I forgot to write the guy's name down that he was facing, or the guy he was supposed to face. But he found the replacement. He didn't tell us who it was, which, that just adds more to the intrigue. So they may start that match off first. That may be the opening match of the pay-per-view card. So we'll get to see who that surprise guest is, Gargano or Cesaro. Man, you know what? If it's Johnny G, boy, that'd be nice. If it's Cesaro, boy, that'd be nice. So it'd be nice either way, man. Either way, one of them show up. Oh, you best believe. Johnny Gargano, if it's Gargano, man, I think the people are gonna go crazy. But he just had a new baby. I don't know if he's ready to get back to wrestling or he's okay being dad right now. Because he left WWE, but he didn't go anywhere else. So I'm not sure. But Cesaro, I wouldn't be mad at neither one of those picks. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see him. But this is what AEW is, man. It's the place of resurgence for a lot of people. But with that being said, bro, give us your thoughts, man.
Really quick, man. Leo, the GOW's AEW correspondent, coming through in the clutch as always, man. Chef Curry with the pot. My boy said, actually, the person that you were referring to was Zack Sabre Jr., who was supposed to fight Bryan Danielson. So with that, we gonna see who the replacement will be to fight him. But yeah, man, like you said, starting off the night, we got some unfortunate news. My goodness, I don't know what's in the wrestling water these days. I mean, you got Jeff Hardy getting arrested. You got CM Punk getting hurt. You got Bryan Danielson, he's hurt. Rhea Ripley, she's hurt. It's like, oh my goodness gracious, what is going on? But have no fear, because AEW and Tony Khan is here, and as always, man, hey, look, you got a plan A, B, C, and D. So whoever this replacement is, man, I'm confident. I'm confident in whoever it may be. I'm confident. So now we just got to get to Forbidden Door, So let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. And then we gonna talk more about the Forbidden Door tomorrow on the franchise's birthday, because we gotta get those predictions in, boy. We gotta get those Forbidden Door predictions in. And man, with the card that they just announced is stacked it's stacked as all get out. This one definitely gonna be a nail biter. We're really gonna be pretty paying attention to these matches because man, you don't know who. I don't know who's gonna win what, when, or where, or how, or what. So, and that's actually the exciting part about it, man. It's just like some you can kind of tell, you can kind of see that there may be a certain winner, but others, it's like, man, I really don't know who may win, man. This is gonna be kind of interesting. But we got Moxley cutting a promo, getting ready for the main event. Then we got Orange Cassidy and Roppongi Vice going up against the United Empire, Will Ospreay. And I didn't get the other two guys' names, but they put on a really good match. I I really enjoyed it. It's good to see Orange Cassidy back. Just to see Freshly Squeezed doing what he does best, man.
Yeah,
Will Ospreay. The more I see this guy, the more I'm liking seeing this guy. I definitely like his partners. They have a nice, unique offense. And it's hard hitting.
yeah,
It's a little bit of everything, but I really enjoyed the match. Of course, man, we got Cobb uh, terrible with names. We got the IWGP Tag Team Champions coming out, and then of course we got FTR, ROH, Triple A champions. They came out. Of course, they did their little face off thing, and that went where it went. But franchise man, the six man, what did you think of the match, man?
no, I thought the match was good, and it's like you said, Osprey and the gang, they definitely have a unique style to them. This whole entire match, man, from start to finish was, bang bang. It was a lot of high spots, but it was also a lot of good actual wrestling as well. So it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't just a spot fest. And yeah, like you said, Will Ospreay, he was already a big name, on the independents and across the water. Now he's here stateside doing this thing for a little bit, leading up to this Forbidden Door pay-per-view. And like you said, I don't see it becoming just stopping at a screeching halt at Forbidden Door. I feel like,
Right.
man, they gonna squeeze a little bit more juice out of this thing moving forward,
Yeah.
regardless of who the
Yeah.
talent may be.
Yeah.
And it's cool, man, because hey, that was the whole point. Tony Khan, talent exchange. Send some of his guys there, bring some of their guys over here, whoever may be, Impact, New Japan, Ring of Honor, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, man, hopefully this is the start of a annual pay-per-view that Tony Khan says he wishes for it to be. So we shall see.
Right, we most definitely shall see. Then of course we got a Jay Lethal promo, basically letting it be known, man. Hey, he wants to be the ROH TV champion. Joe's coming up on his days where, yo, bro, you either need to tape up the shoulder and get it in, or you need to submit the championship. So wouldn't be surprised if that's not an added match for Sunday. Fro, what's good with you, bro?
What up,
Uh,
Fro?
then of course, man, we got the interview we've been waiting for, man. Christian Cage. Uh, Christian should have knew better. He went a little too long. I felt he went a little too long. He hit the point. I felt like he hit the point. Then he tried to go further, and then he tried to go further, and it was like, you kind of hit the point, bro. You can stop talking. But
Right, right.
I did like the explanation to the video of him talking to Jungle Boy's mom and his sister.
Yeah.
Man, oh my God, that sister looks so. she,
Just
God
like
damn,
Jungle Boy, bro.
I mean, looks exactly like that boy. Like man, like that. I'm like, wait a minute, why is Jungle Boy in the ring? Oh no, that's not. That's the sister. Oh shit. Okay, that's not him. But no, it was it was Christian knowing Christian being a great heel. I
Yeah.
you can't you can say what you want to say about Christian, man, but the dude knows the business. The dude knows how to do what he's doing. I thought his interview went a little long, but and the whole Luchasaurus thing coming out, and then I'm like, oh, so now Luchasaurus is gonna take the mask off and he's gonna turn. Okay, you know what? We said there needed to be a change,
Yeah.
and people's been clamoring for a Jungle Boy solo run. So if Jungle Boy's getting a solo run, you got to find something to do with Luchasaurus. I just hope he doesn't fall to the wayside like Marco Stunt, as Christian said. What did you think of all this, man?
Okay. So somebody somebody said, man, that Luchasaurus is gonna be not Jungle Boy, Christian's, his heavy, right? His heater,
His Tom
bodyguard.
Cole.
Yeah, his
He's gonna be his
Tyson
Tom
Tom.
Cole.
My only thing is, it's like I don't know. I don't know. I want to see how this works out because I don't want Christian Cage and Luchasaurus to be another tag team of sorts. If you're gonna be Christian Cage's heavy, that's cool. But I still want to see you get your single shine too. Now I know right now the focal point is Christian Cage and Jungle Boy, so you pretty much gonna probably just be on the outside looking in, and then eventually we're gonna get that one-on-one, that inevitable clash between you and Jungle Boy. I get that. I see the jealousy. I see it written. I see it right now. I got it planned in my head. I see
Mm-hmm.
where this thing can go. I just hope that my boy don't get lost. Like you said, in the shuffle, much like your boy Marco Stunt, man. So we'll see. But I'm very curious. I didn't expect Luchasaurus to fall for the words of Christian Cage, but apparently I was wrong.
Man, right, bro. No one saw that really coming the way it did. Bro. So We got that. We got the Young Bucks, the first two-time tag team champions in AEW. Basically they're getting ready for Sunday. They said they may appear. They said they are pretty much the locksmiths of the Forbidden Door. So, I'm not, I'm not mad about their cockiness or what they're saying, but we're gonna get to see them Sunday. Not sure what they're gonna do. Then of course Kyle O'Reilly, he addressed Darby Allin and Sting to what they did to Bobby Fish last week, but of course that was just the receipt for what they did to Sting prior to that. So and of course we're gonna get a match on Dynamite, I believe.
Rampage.
No, Rampage. I'm sorry, it's gonna be a Rampage. Allen and oh no, it's gonna be is that Friday? Or is that Forbidden Door? A single and Aurora. Is that Friday or is that?
I'm not sure. Oh
I thought
yeah,
that
it's got to be Friday.
that's Friday.
Because Leo just reminded us that Penta can't be on Forbidden Door because of the whole AAA CMLL politics of New Japan. Remember, I told you earlier some of the
Right,
landmarks had that whole
right.
thing where they can't be. Yeah, that whole thing. Hey, really quick before you move to the next one, I want to get a quick question in from Fro. He says, because speaking of Penta and all them, he says, "Am I wrong? But Penta needs to be one of the main faces of the company, future world champ. We know what he can do tag team wise, man. Do you think Penta can cut the mustard as the world champion of AEW?"
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. And honestly, bringing in this Mid Atlantic Championship, we'll kind of get to see it because I think now, he's one of those guys where he's accomplished a lot as a tag team champion,
Yeah.
but Penta and Ray both want to do things as a singles run. So I could see Penta going for the for the TNT or the Mid Atlantic Championship. I could see Ray Phoenix going for both of one of those championships. And so I I have no problem with what Fro is thinking. I do see Penta there. He's definitely a fan favorite. But with the plans in motion right now, I don't see him being world champion right now. But uh, once they move from the tag team division, once it's like, all right, we did what we need to do in the tag team division. Now we can focus on this singles run. But and that's what I like about AEW is that we get to see the tag teams have singles matches. So we know how good some of these guys are. We brag on Dax all the time, and we're gonna get to see Cash have his little singles run this Friday. So I'm on board with Fro. I want to see Penta and Ray with some singles gold around their waist, most definitely. All right, so we got that out the way. All right, man. So then, look. Speaking of Penta, we got Penta versus Malakai Black. Not a bad match.
Yeah.
Penta really sold the injury to his back on the outside early. To me, it felt more of a story than it did a match. Black won. They didn't call it the Black Mass or what they were. They just called it the reverse heel kick, which I'm like, oh no, no, oh my god, that no, why, no,
Right,
no,
right,
that is
right.
not what we call it. That is not what y'all
Black
been
Mass,
calling it.
sir.
Right, like so I don't know if there was a name infringement or issue or whatever, and maybe you got to rename it or something. But Black ended up getting the victory. Pat came out, of course. Miro cut a promo and to everybody letting them know that, hey, Sunday, when I send you to your Redeemer, Miro fool. I can't remember exactly what he said, but he was like tell him some shit or something. It was something he said, but it was like, damn, Miro, Miro's back. Miro is back, y'all, and
Miro's
I and
back,
I'm
man.
excited. So
God's favorite
this
champion.
fatal
Don't you
four
forget
way,
it.
it's set. I'm ready for it, man. What are your thoughts, man?
Hey, bro, I'm ready. We said this. We said this already. We were waiting on Miro for months. Didn't necessarily know what was going on with him, but I'm glad to see he's back again. You got Penta, you got Malachi Black, you had Buddy Matthews earlier in the tournament, I believe. So, like I said, my thing is this: you got so much talent, and people were kind of complaining about, the number of championships at AEW, which I understand, but you have too much talent. My thing is, I'd rather see talent out here in qualifying matches trying to fight for multiple championships than sitting in catering, wondering why the hell we got 300 people on the roster and we only see 50 of them for 6 months at a time. So with that being said, man, Miro, God's favorite champion, the Redeemer, I'm ready to see my boy, man, put some blessings on some people, brother, and I'm ready to see my guy get that championship gold once again. And I think that Mid-Atlantic can be the way to go.
Yeah, it could be. It could, like I say, it could be that true stepping stone. I think the TNT is more for the up and coming talent, or the new faces that are new to the singles run, and that Mid Atlantic could be the kind of that buffer to that AEW championship. Because let's be honest, man. I'm sure when people look at the rankings, they're thinking, man, a lot of times it's like, man, there's so many people that should be getting more title shots, and they probably should have. But I think that's also them trying to work things out to make it look more legit. Will Lana ever make an appearance with Miro?
I think so.
As a manager, manager only. I want Pac to win the Mid Atlantic. I want Pac to win, but I'm thinking if it ain't Black, it may be Miro.
Yeah,
like it's one of those two. I feel like it I'll go with Pac, but I feel like one of those two is gonna really pick it up. Especially depending on how some of these other matches go. But man, it's definitely going to be interesting. Next up, man, we got Silas Young, former Ring of Honor TV champion, going up against Adam Page. Man, this is a bitter rivalry of two old foes. Silas Young, of course, is one of those veterans that has been around the business, has definitely been across a lot of places. But he's one of those guys like we always say, man, that just he never catches the big fish eye, but he's always been respected, in the independent and small scene. So, pretty good match. I liked it. It wasn't bad, but obviously there was something more to come from it afterwards. Bro, what did you think of the match?
No, hey, look, man. So I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. I will not front or pretend like I knew a whole lot about Silas Young. I knew a little bit, just from being a fan of professional wrestling, the Indies and all that all together. So I knew a smidge, a little tidbit, but to actually see him in the full match, and go up against a guy like Hangman Page, bro, they did the damn thing. And I guess you cannot judge a book by its cover, because if you look at Silas Young, you wouldn't think he can move and do half the things he did. Now, he did a cool little spot, man, where he did a headstand on the turnbuckle and then he bounced off the rope and missed. But I was like, yo, I was not expecting that specific maneuver. How the hell did you even pull that off? I don't even care you missed. I'm just surprised you was able to do it. But
definitely a talented guy. Like I said, one of them guys
sure.
that's definitely loves what he does and is good at what he do. But yeah, I definitely put on a good match with Page.
Yeah, absolutely. And Leo says, I'm glad it wasn't a squash match. It was legit. Yeah, it was a really a good match. I will give it that.
Yeah, most definitely. And especially when he came out, you could tell, like I say, that's what I love about the AEW crowd, man. These are the people that know the wrestlers. They don't just know the big names. They know the names that no one else knows. Yeah. And it's like, and when you hear them people come out, they see the music and you see them come out and you hear the reaction. You hear you heard the crowd go like, oh shit. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, we know who this is. Yeah, we know what we're about to watch.
And you know what I like too? Not only that, but then like, before you even see the name on the screen or before the announcers even announce who the person is, you see the cameras pan to the crowd and you just see their reaction. And at home, and that's what I like. It's the attention to details, right? It's the small things, because for somebody like me who isn't as well versed on all of the independent guys who aren't necessarily big names per se, or even those who are big names, and I'm just not fully aware of them. It excites me as a fan at home, as a casual independent fan, right? When the crowd going nuts, because automatically, like now me, I'm like, all right, I'm focused. It's like, all right, with the crowd going crazy, he must be a big deal. Now I'm paying extra attention to the matches. Or in WWE, you got somebody that come out and you don't kind of know what the hell going on half the time. This person can be the biggest person in the world, but then the announcer's always going to play it down like, who the hell is this guy? He's never wrestled here before.
Sometimes I will give Corey, like if it's somebody who really did make a name, they'll sometimes talk them up, but it's never. you don't see it the same way you do in AEW.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah.
know.
It's weird. It's like, if ain't nobody ever wrestled in WWE, they act like you just a brand new baby. Like, bro, this motherfucker been on independence for 35 years,
Right,
grinding his
man.
ass
Like,
off.
damn, this dude was just born yesterday. Nah, man, this dude was born 30 years ago, man. This boy been doing the damn thing, man. He been doing the damn thing. But no, really good match. Katana came out, to kind of I'm not like I said, a lot of new names and new faces. He's apparently a legend in New Japan, and this is where the I didn't know I was going to get this match, but now it's like I want to see this match because Jay White came out after Adam Cole was getting ready to give us story time with Adam Cole, baby,
Baby.
and he basically let it be known, man, that Cole, I can't fight you for this title because you lost to him. And you didn't just lose to him, but you lost to him twice. But Adam Page, I can let you know you're not good enough to face me either. I'm like, all right, cool. All right, that's
Yeah.
cool. And then, like I said, Katana came out. I could be saying his name wrong. I'm sorry, but he came out and like I said, again, another guy is like, okay, people know who he is. All right, so he's a name. People are excited. It's like, man, this is where I'm like, I'm really grateful for this happening because New Japan has always been that one thing I try to get more into and keep up with a lot of people. It's just a lot of people and a lot of new names. And I'm bad with names, so I'm terrible trying to remember a lot of new people. But you show me somebody that's interesting and new that I have never seen. I am more than willing to take a look at them and now that we know it's going to be a Katana, it's going to be Adam Page, it's going to be Adam Cole, it is going to be Jay White, it is going to be a fatal four-way for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship at the Forbidden Door. Whew, man, dude. Again, didn't know I wanted to see this. Now I want to see this. Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, man. No, exactly what you said. This is another match. I want to see as well. Leo coming through in the clutch. That is the Rainmaker Okada, top guy in New Japan.
Okada.
Uh,
Yeah,
you
the
know,
Rainmaker.
but yeah, you got the Rainmaker, you got the Painmaker. That's funny. But yeah, though, no,
Right.
I'm ready. And this is what I will say. I will say this about AEW, at least for this pay per view. You could say there's been certain politics with the Forbidden Door, which we've seen. We've seen AEW come out on top a lot. Let's be honest. But I will say, leading up to this joint pay per view, a lot of these matches have actually, well, I don't mean this to come out the way I'm gonna say it, but it's made New Japan look like they have a fair fight in this pay per view. Like it ain't just
They
about to be
should.
like
They
it ain't
should.
just
They've
about to be a
got
joint pay per
talented
view.
people. They've got
But
many
that's what
talented
I'm saying.
people.
It ain't like it's gonna be just a whole bunch of New Japan, Ring of Honor guys, fighting and having good matches and losing. Like, no, I'm looking at some of these matches like, oh yeah, I can definitely see you, Mr. AEW guy, losing. No matter how good you are, so it's cool because it's unpredictable and everybody's been built strong on both sides. So I'm really honestly, we said this already. I'm honestly looking forward to this pay per view, dude.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow's gonna be hectic
Yeah,
because
yeah,
man,
true.
decisions. All right, man. So next up, man, we got your girl, man, the bitch champion. And I don't mean it like that. I mean it's that bitch's champion because she's that bitch and she's the champion of that bitch's show. And I'm only talking about Jade Cargill and I'm talking about the baddie, man. That's just what it is. Red Velvet, or as I like to call her, Dry Velvet, has dried up and is hurt for a while. So that let her ass go moist up somewhere on the sideline. Uh, but apparently, man, Stokely and them was looking for a new baddie, man. So we might get a new baddie, but of course there's standards, and you have to meet those requirements and those standards
Yeah,
to be a part of the baddie. You don't just get to apply. You got to be good enough to apply, or you gonna get embarrassed. And them are not three people I want to talking shit about me. So and then of course, man, Tony got to cut the shit. And then after that, what was the thing you said earlier, man? You said you had something for the people, man.
Hey man, speaking of Stokely Hathaway, man, we must protect this black brother at all costs by any means necessary. And
Man, please tell the people why, man. Go ahead.
hey man, I'm gonna let him tell y'all, man. Check it out.
News, I would like to announce I am suing Kristen Statlander for $1.7 billion.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Any questions?
Stokely, over here. I have a question for you.
Yep.
Don't you think it makes you look kind of bad to your peers and your coworkers that you're suing this woman that you've been antagonizing on TV for so long?
Next question.
Follow-up question. Stokely, over here.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with that ridiculous, insane number?
Well, it's deeply personal, but I was in catering earlier today, and Keith Lee was some Pop Rocks, and he was tearing them shits up. He went past the fruits and veggies and went straight to the snacks. That's the last thing he should be doing. Anyway, I digress. He was killing them shits, and every time I heard a pop, it just reminded me of Chris slapping me upside the head. So there's a lot of trauma I'm dealing with right now. So anyway, next question.
Mr. Hathaway.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all this money?
Probably going, give back to the community, go to Louis Vuitton, buy something for Jade and the baddies, buy a new car, get some new OnlyFans subscriptions, and get a pit bull.
What the fuck? Stokely is tripping, man. This boy is stuff. He said, I've been slapped around. I'm dealing with some issues.
Hey, man.
I'm gonna go shop and get something for the baddies and buy me a pit bull. This dude,
Leo. I knew Leo was gonna crack up, man. Hey, dude,
man.
I'm like, what is up with my dude, man? He tripping right now.
$1.7 billion. Like, hey, did he do like? I'm like, I was waiting for him to do like this. Like, $1 billion. I really. All right, Dr. Evil, I got you, man. Oh shit, Stokely, man. That boy, wild, man. That boy, wild.
Oh, man, but apparently, they recruiting for some new baddies. You know what I'm saying? Here at the GOW, we will be keeping our eyes out, looking out, man. We doing God's work because it is only right that we make sure that the wrestling universe has what it needs to thrive and be its most prosperous. So if Jade Cargill, the TBS champion, if she needs baddies, then baddies we shall find. We shall find the baddies. You know why? Because we love pro wrestling. That's what we do, baby.
All right, man. So next up, man, we got Statlander and Athena cutting a promo, and they added that girl Willow to the group. They going, hey, I like it. You know what? You're bringing someone new that is a fan favorite. It's a new young talent. Yeah. People have seen her wrestle. People like her. They like her. They want to see her do more. So adding her to the mix of what's going on here, I think does not only great for, just the division, but it does great for her and the group. It's like you're adding a powerhouse to the group. You really are. You're adding somebody that can really make a difference. And I like it. I got no problem with it. So Athena, Statlander, and Willow's gonna be going after the baddie herself, going after that bitch's championship, and that bitch ain't having that. So that's just not what she does, man. So, you can cut the shit on that. But next up, man, we got Toni Storm versus Maria Shafir. It was okay. It was okay. Nothing too crazy for me. Thunder Rosa came out after Toni Storm got the roll-up victory. Basically just hyping up their match for Sunday. Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm for the AEW Women's Championship. Bro, what's your thoughts?
It wasn't bad. I am excuse me. I am curious to see a Toni Storm Thunder Rosa match, but I mean, no, Shafir, man, it is what it is. I think right now, this is what we're going to get until we get something better from Shafir. But hey, you know what? I'm not in the ring. I'm not a wrestler. Hey, I will say it looks like she's trying. And at the end of the day, man, hey, you can't go nowhere but up from here. So no, it was cool. But I'm curious to see a Toni Storm Thunder Rosa match. I will say, honestly, I've been kind of underwhelmed with Toni Storm's run here in AEW. She's had bright spots. She's had her moments. Hopefully this match with Thunder Rosa, it changed my opinion a little bit. Still a fan, but I have been just slightly underwhelmed just because, man, she was such a damn big deal in NXT UK, the little bit of time she was on the main roster. But, other than that, it was what it was. Not terrible.
No, not terrible. It hasn't been bad. It's sad to say, I think Ruby Soho's mini run was better than what Toni Storm's has been. But I think Soho came in at an opportune time to win opportunities to kind of get something different than what Toni's got. But not to say Toni hasn't gotten into tournaments and hasn't had good matches, hasn't won. But to see her on the stage on the bright lights for a championship, I think we're going to get to see Toni Storm at her finest. Let's hope that the rumors of Thunder Rosa are not true, that she's not, as willing as she needs to be. I'll leave it at that. If you know the story, I'll leave it at that. Next up, man, we got Darby Allin and Sting. They are talking mad shit to the Undisputed Elite. They are saying Asengo and Arojo from New Japan is going to team up with them. They are going to take on the Undisputed Elite. Bro, New Japan, not New Japan, Forbidden Door is just like, and I believe this is going to be the buy-in match for the pay-per-view, man. But, man, New Japan's, they are not stopping. They are sending waves of people to this Forbidden Door. Like, I mean, waves of just people. And it's like, dude, man, I just got used to the people you've been sending for the last few weeks. Now you didn't send me another 12 people. It's like, goddamn.
Right.
But I love it. I love it. It's new talent. It's something new. We're gonna get a great show. I hope, I hope it's just a really great show, quality show. I hope it's a really, really great quality show. I want it to be a great quality show. But what are your thoughts on that, man? Before we move on to what's gonna happen between Rampage and next and this Sunday.
Man, bro, hey, New Japan sending the troops. You know what I'm saying? This is DX invading WCW. They say you won't come get some. The time is now. They coming in heavy. They say, hey, look, we got the chance to be on national TV. We got a chance to really get exposed out here in these streets. Put some respect on our name, or we gonna kick y'all ass, bro. They say what's happening. Tony Khan, he opened up the door and they walking through it. They say what's good. You want the smoke? We got the smoke. I'm down for it. Let's go, man. They ready. They not playing with AEW too cold.
Man, they ain't, man. Ain't nobody playing with them. AEW ain't playing with them. New Japan ain't playing with them, man. It's gonna be a battle Sunday, man. But before Sunday, this Friday, man, we're gonna get the DKC going up against Hook. That was the New Japan prospect that they were gonna choose to go up against Hook on a Rampage. We're gonna get it this Friday. We're also gonna get Ray Phoenix versus Andrade. Ooh, okay. I hope that's the main event. I hope they get 20 minutes, and I hope that's the main event, or it starts the show. Either way it go, I don't want it to be in the middle. It's only an hour. I need it to either start or end the show. Definitely want to see that. Serena Deeb and Mercedes Martinez are supposed to team up and have a tag team match. And then, of course, also, man, we're supposed to get one half of the ROH champions, Cash Wheeler, going up against one half of the IWGP World Tag Team Champions and Cobb. They're going to go one-on-one. Like I said, man, we're going to get to see Cash do his thing now. And then, of course, man, we got this is the buy-in match for I believe this is the buy-in match for the pay-per-view. It's the Gun Club with the Acclaim going up against DKC, Kevin Knight, Coughlin, and Uemura in an 8-man tag match for the buy-in show. And then, of course, man, they ran down the card, man, for Forbidden Door. Dude, I mean, Tanahashi versus Moxley. You got the 4-way for the IWGP. You got the 4-way for the Mid-Atlantic Classic. You got the trios or the triple threat tag team for both the IWGP and the Ring of Honor championships. You got Will Ospreay defending his IWGP United States Championship, even though they said the person he won it from is claiming he didn't really lose it because he had got let go or whatever, and he was stripped of the championship, but he didn't want to give it up. So that's a whole nother thing. But either way it go, we're going to get Will Ospreay. We're going to get Orange Cassidy dude, we're gonna get Thunder Rosa versus Tony Storm. We're gonna get a trios match between Jericho and Eddie Kingston. They're gonna finish that off. It's just match after match after match. We're gonna find out who's gonna replace Bryan Danielson. Dude, man, I'm I'm intrigued and want to see what so many of these people got to bring to the table. But man, I am just really, really pumped. For not just for Friday, man, but just for Sunday. Your thoughts, man?
No, bro. Hey, look, whenever we have a AEW pay per view coming up, the rampages and dynamites leading up to it is 9 times out of 10, pretty much on point. I don't expect any different here. And then of course next Wednesday we got a crazy dynamite
Blood and
following.
guts.
Yeah, blood and guts following, the Forbidden Door pay per view. So, dude, hey, like I said, man, I'm ready. I'm beyond ready. And whatever we're not going to get on Sunday, we're gonna see some carnage on Wednesday. We're gonna have some carnage on Friday leading up until Sunday. So yeah, man. Hey, like I said, they've done a great job in a very short amount of time building this pay-per-view. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go, man. Then of course the main event, we got Jericho and Archer versus Moxley and Tanahashi. Moxley and Tanahashi picked up the victory. Of course, man, we got all parties that are involved in their trios match coming out to interfere. Then of course we got Moxley and Tanahashi standing face to face, getting ready for that interim AEW World Championship match that they're gonna have. Give me your thoughts on the thing, man, and end the show, man.
Hey, I liked how at the end of the match, my boy Mox and Tanahashi, they were just kind of in the ring, just minding their own business. You got absolute carnage and chaos and bedlam going on outside the ring. You got everybody named Mama out here whooping somebody else's ass. Sammy Guevara, the Spanish guy, you a hell of a wrestler, but boy, you can't throw a punch worth of shit. I love you though, but man, I don't know what in the Disney Channel that shit was.
No, I don't either. I thought he was off too. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with Sammy?
Bro,
Sammy, man, I'm gonna need you to leave Tony alone. I'm gonna need you to leave Conti alone for a while, bro. I'm gonna need because you apparently, man, you off your game. You using the wrong moves. You need to get back to them wrestling moves and leave them sex moves alone, bro, because you tripping.
I will say this. This is one part where I would say Kevin Dunn and WWE, when it comes to their camera angles, they have the advantage, because if Kevin Dunn would have spotted that shit, he would have shook the shit out that camera, make you think my boy
like Sammy decided to run and jump, and all of a sudden an earthquake happened, and then he lost his equilibrium. Like, damn, Kevin Dunn, what happened?
Hey, my boy Kev, he would have had about 20 different camera shots and 20 different angles. I'm telling you, boy, Sammy was putting in work.
Like, damn, man. But yeah, no. Like I said, man, nice little, like I said, go home show. This was the AEW go home show for Dynamite. They're gonna have another one for Rampage, but we know how Rampage works, so it is what it is. But yeah, man, Sunday, man, your boys are gonna be live and direct. We are gonna be coming to y'all, man. I'm not guaranteeing we're gonna start at the beginning. I'm not gonna let y'all talk me into that.
Nah. I mean, it was different. It was different with Double or Nothing, because that was the one of the big four. You feel me?
Yeah.
With this one, I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. I mean,
we're gonna do some time. We're gonna do some time. We're gonna do some time, but we usually
do about an hour and some change before hours. We can't guarantee that.
Yeah, no, not this time. Not this time. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna want to sit and watch the matches just like all of you. Like, if you're gonna watch it, we want to sit and watch them, because they're until they get to a certain part where it's like, okay, these are the matches we know, we expect. It's like we kind of see who's gonna win or whatnot. But some of these other matches, no, I want to sit down. I want to watch them. I want to analyze it. I want to have something to talk about. So we definitely gonna come on, but don't worry, we gonna come on long enough. We gonna shoot the shit with the people, man. We definitely gonna watch the excitement of the Forbidden Door together. So we ain't gonna just do one or two matches. We're gonna do quite a few of them. But other than that, but before we get to there, before we can even get to the Forbidden Door this Sunday, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna do our prediction show. So I don't know what time franchise wants to do these predictions, because tomorrow the 28-year-old piece of gold will become the 29-year-old piece of gold. So we will get this predictions in if he's sober enough. I don't know, man. My man might start drinking from midnight till then. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we will be getting our AEW Forbidden Door predictions in tomorrow. And then, of course, man, we'll follow up with Rampage and SmackDown on Friday. And then, of course, like I said, man, we'll see y'all on Sunday. So other than that, man, franchise, man, send us home. I think we rambled and talked the people's ear off enough.
For sure. Before I do that, man, today, want to remind the people, if you haven't already, we had a very special guest. We had the first ever Queen of the Mountain, 2-time Impact Knockout champion. We had Jordan Grace on earlier for a surprise interview for the people. So if you haven't already, if you're on Facebook, go to the page and check that out. If not, go to our YouTube, GOW Media 216, and go ahead and tap into that Jordan Grace interview we did today. Also, go tap into the Leo Rush interview we did earlier this week. And then, of course, Impact World Champion Josh Alexander interview that we did a week ago as well. Follow us on our social medias, Instagram, GOW_media 216, Twitter, Generation of WR1, Facebook, Generation of Wrestling Podcast, YouTube, GOW Media 216, and of course, TikTok, Generation of Wrestling Pod. And if you ain't got all that information, man, just look at the ticker down below because I spelled it out for you. And that's the bottom line because the franchise says so. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the Generation of Wrestling Podcast. As always, is yours truly, the 28, soon to be the 29-year-old piece of gold. He's the flyest in the room and the host of all things AEW 2 Code. And we shall see y'all when we see you. Peace.